I did a video recently about Conviction 7-year bourbon, and I bought this bottle the same day. It's not a 7-year, but this is Emily's Solitary Confinement 5-year single barrel release. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today I'm kind of going like reverse order apparently. I did the 7-year, I did the 6-year review, then I did the 7-year review, now I'm doing a 5-year single barrel release. So this is Emily's pick. She's one of the people who works at Southern Grace Distillery. This is one of their hot box releases. So if you don't know, Southern Grace Distillery was an old prison. They have a hot box on the property, and they can like manipulate the temperatures in there, and they really age the shit out of some barrels in there. Coming in at 99.6 proof, so close to being 99.7 the Fox out in Charlotte. I'm from there. I apologize. So I did try this at the distillery before I got it, and my fiance Holly fell in love with this, and she's actually the reason I bought this. I'll buy any bottle from Conviction because they have yet to put out something that I just genuinely don't like. I think the closest thing was like an early cognac finish that I had from them that I didn't like, but I don't like cognac finishes, so that's not on them. That's just my personal preference. I've yet to have something I don't like from them. This bottle's no exception, but I want to do a proper review of it. So let's get it into a Glen. Let's give it a nosing first, and let's see how we feel about it. Me and Emily kind of have similar palates. She likes a lot of the darker notes like I do. I'll appreciate a floral note. I'll appreciate like a cherry note, but I like the dark, the tobacco, the brown sugars, the dark vanillas, the leather, those kind of dark notes. I really enjoy those more so than like fruity and floral. So we kind of have that in common. I believe that's what she said. And Emily, I know you guys watch these from time to time, so if I'm wrong, please correct me. I feel like that's what we talked about at the distillery, but to be fair, there was a lot of booze that day. So maybe I forgot or I'm speaking out of turn, but I feel like that's what I remember you saying. So let's give it a nosing. Let's see how we feel. I mean, if you after nosing that, if you tell me you don't like dark notes, I don't know what to tell you here. Burnt brown sugar. Almost reminds me of like a burnt pie crust. Yeah, like burnt toast even. Burnt French toast. That's the note I'm going to go with. Like a burnt French toast. All dark in here. I don't really get any fruit, much of anything. Yeah, it's really nice. There's sweet oak in there. Nothing bitter, nothing crazy. There's no ethanol burn on the nose. It's only 99.6 proof. I wouldn't really expect that on a bourbon such as this that's made this well. I love this nose. I love it. It's so funny to me. Like, I feel like Conviction's flavor and nose profile are starting to shift into these darker notes because they're sitting around. This stuff's coming that's older than it used to be, from the sweeter, fruitier nose to these dark notes. Just my own personal preference. That's what I prefer. So let's give it a mouthing. Let's see how we feel. It's even better than I remember. There's cherry on the palate there for sure. Yeah, I get like a little cinnamon note on this. Maybe a little nutmeg too. That's really damn good. Wow. And I just on the very end, I've gotten this note on a few bourbons before. Usually they're in wheated bourbons. Usually I get it in Maker's Mark. It tastes like juicy fruit. On the very end palate there's like a slight juicy fruit note. Yeah, and it ends with like there is a little fruit there. It ends with like a almost like a red apple or even like a red apple pear note. Yeah, that's really good. Holly was right. She usually is. That's really, really good. That's exceptional. I would give it, I think it's just as good as the Virginia's Birthday Barrel. I think I gave that like an 8.3. I'm going to give that score as well. I think it's 8.3. I think they are equally as good. They're just different, but they are both equally as good. That's a damn good score. Kudos to you. Good pick. And I'm glad now I have a 5, 6, and 7-year from Conviction. I need to get with Thomas and see if I can get a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. So I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 year. I need to get with him and do that. I'm sending you this clip. There's a little bit of apple on the nose too that's starting to come through now. It's been sitting here for a few minutes, but man, I really like this bottle quite a bit. I hope these are still around. I don't know if they still are, but call the distillery. Let them know you saw the video. Ask them if they still have any of Emily's pick. It is fantastic. You're going to want one of these. That's the review. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers. A big thank you to all the Patreon supporters you see on screen right now.